Howdy, I'm good. What's going, guys? Good. Feels good to be back in Buffalo. Weather's still crazy, but like I've said 50 million times, in this facility, it's always sunny. The type of people that we have, the type of environment that we set up here with the Buffalo Bills, it doesn't matter if it's 90 degrees outside or 5 degrees outside. We have a very enjoyable environment to work in. Enjoyable place to come to work, and we got great people here, so it's a great mixture for a great organization.
Josh was just talking a lot about his mindset, how refocused and after a draining season. Where's your mindset at going through what you've done this offseason and where you're at?
This is my life, this is Josh, 6 years? I'm going on year 13. 34 years old. I've spent a third of my life playing football. I've just become comfortable with the type of year that football is. It just felt like we was just in Arizona for a Super Bowl, and we were right back here at OTAs, and I just try to always be in the present, in the now, whether that's OTAs, training camp, season. I think when you get up there in age, you just start to find the beauty in the little things. So being able to come up here, being a way to get away from the kids and come up here and, be with my guys and, be back in this type of environment is super cool for me. It's been great. It's been great. They're two totally different beings, but they my boys, and I love them to death. Val is starting to run now, so it gets kind of scary sometimes when he just takes off. And Vic he's starting to open his eyes and walk around. I mean, not walk around, but open his eyes and track you and stuff too. So it's super cool. It's super cool to see their interaction with each other too. It's like they already know that they're brothers, and it's super cool for me as a dad.
I got an email last week that you're going to be in some rodeo thing next week and filming something, aren't you?
I guess my assistant. She just tell me what I got today. I try to put all my focus on being the best father and football player I could be. But my assistant, she is great. Marnie Colbert is super great, and she just tells me what I have. So that's next week. So I haven't got my next week's schedule yet. I just take it week by week.
You're going to be testing out your
Yeah, but
doing pretty well if you could.
Yeah, but my knee's good. I feel like for me being able to golf, I started golfing probably midway through March. So being able to golf for about a month now, it feels like it's downhill for me. Being able to walk around normally, go up and down stairs, walk around the golf course, and I really just think about it. I was walking and doing stuff before, but still, subconsciously thinking like, okay, I got to make sure my gait is right and got to make sure I'm not favoring it. Now you just get up and walk. Now just get on the golf course, swing, and just walk around. So I feel like everything now is just downhill from here. The guys that I've been working out with in Dallas, with Dr. Cooper's office, and coming here with the Buffalo Bills, I got the best of both worlds, and I really don't have much to do. I'm 34 years old. I play golf, I kick it with my kids, and I go to rehab. So if I'm working out in the morning and I rehab at night every single day. So I really maximize my day with trying to get back as fast as possible.
Is there anything you can take from the first time you went through a serious knee injury like this, you went through the rehab, you've done it before, you know what it's like? Is there anything like lessons learned or things you remember from that first time?
I guess, before it was a lot of uncertainty. Like, I would look down at my leg and be like, how am I going to be a football player again? And now I just know, like, it's just part of the process. So I guess the second time around is, I guess the second time around, I'm not stressing over it as much. I just go out there and I just try to lift as much as I can, rehab as much as I can. And I know when you put the work in, you'll get the results. And sitting here at month 4, I feel great. I haven't, started doing football stuff and rip moves and all of that stuff, but I feel great, and I feel positive that I'll be ready to go early in the season for sure.
On that note, how does it work with the communication between you and medical and coaches? You're going to want to play. You're competitive, that's what you want to do, but you've also gone through this.
Yeah.
Do you have to be protected from yourself a little bit here to kind of rely on the medical too as well?
Man, I trust these guys. I trust these guys here with everything, man. And I think when I got here, I was they talked to me about a pitch count last year in the season. It worked out great. I had 8.5 sacks through 9 games, and everything worked out great before I got injured. So, I just, especially now knowing Brandon Bean for another year and, knowing, Coach McDermott and Coach Washington for another year, and especially, Nate Bresky and the medical team, man, whatever they need me to do, man, I'm going to do it. And I'm going to be ready to go when I'm ready to go. And, my job is to come in here and really build their trust up and let them see me move and let them see me work to, really be confident and let me go out there and play.
What were your impressions of defensive coordinator Sean yesterday?
I was great. I mean, I was at Denver Broncos with Coach Fangio. So, Coach Fangio was the head coach and the defensive coordinator. So it's not foreign to me. It's not, it's not anything new to me. I know exactly how to look and how to be. So I'm excited. It's not like Coach McDermott was away from the defense last year either. He would come in and he would, give his tips and, kind of coach us up at certain points of the week. He did that last year too. So now it's just him there full time whenever we have our defensive meetings. So fully confident in Coach McDermott. He earned his reputation off of having great defenses and building a great defensive team. So I'm super excited to have him in there full time.
What does GM Vaughn think of the 27th pick, and have you been studying this draft class, more than most players?
My take would be draft the best player available. It's not like of course we're gonna get picked off some of the guys that we really want, but in my opinion would be just draft the best player available. It doesn't matter if it's a guard, receiver, defensive end, quarterback, or whoever. Like I'm a big fan of just drafting the best player available, and over time you will build a team. Especially an organization that we have here. We got great coaches, so you put great players here, and over time we'll have a great team. We already got a great team, but this will ensure we can keep a great team.
Have you talked your way into the draft room with Brandon for this year?
Oh yeah, I mean I try to poke around. I try to, it's my day now. It's always something for me to do. It's always something for me to do. I have no time to just sit in my beanbag by my locker. It's always something I could be doing. So when I'm working out and in the defensive room or in the linebacker room, I'm trying to be the best football player I can be. When I'm in the training room, I'm trying to get back and trying to rehab my knee back. Cafeteria, I eat, and then if I have perceived free time, I just try to pop in and see what the guys are doing. I'm not a big, I just want to be around and I just want to see and witness what's going on. I don't want it to be like volunteer or anything like that. I just want to sneak in, be in the back, and just observe and see what's going on. I don't want it to be, anything big or huge. I just want to be around so I can continue to develop the skills that I need to be a great GM.
On draft night, would you want to be in there to see what they're doing?
No, I'm going home, man. I'm going home. But I especially with Brandon Bean, like the communication is great. I could text him, I can ask him a question, and he answer it right then and there, and then give me other stuff to think about. So it's not like whenever the time comes, I feel confident that I'll be ready to go. I got so many people rooting for me, so many people helping me out, and I just take the same mentality that I had and trying to be the best football player I can be in the second phase of my life for sure.
Kind of just touched on it a little bit there, Von, but year 13, you've been around, you know what these things are all about, these OTAs. Why is it important? I mean, they are voluntary. You don't have to be here, so why is it important for you to be here?
The thing with football teams is you have to be present, and you got to go out there and work. And to really gain the trust from your teammates, you got to be present. You got to show them, like, I'm here. This is just my personality. Like Josh said, it's multiple ways to skin a cat. But the great teams that I've been on, the great environments that I've been on, you got the vets there. You got the big dogs there. And it's not even really about the workout or anything like that. It's just being around the guys, building up those relationships again, building up that camaraderie. And this is the time that we have to do it. We can't do it anytime before here. So I just try to be here. I like to think that I'm a leader, and, I want to lead by example. So, I like to think, I got to be here for my guys. I got eyes on me, and I want to be here for my guys.
What is this infamous gym that y'all always working out at that had Derrick Henry and DeAndre
Uh,
Hopkins? What are your thoughts on DeAndre
That's in Dallas. That's Melvin Sanders' gym in Dallas, and yeah, I've been going there for like 3 years. It's a great environment. We get work done. It's right down the street from my house downtown, so it's convenient for me. And yeah, you got a lot of guys coming in there. I talk to Hop all the time, and it's kind of like the thing. It's kind of like the same thing with OBJ. You just never know until you know. So Hop said he wanted to be a Buffalo Bill, and you just never know until you get that DeAndre Hopkins signature on the contract. So I'm not sure what circumstances are or what's going on with that, but I would love to see DeAndre Hopkins be here, and I would love to have his skill set on our offense with Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs and Dawson Knox and Gabe Davis. Like how could we lose with those guys?
What would it been like to see DeMar back in the building and to hear that he's been fully cleared?
It's been great. Just by being around DeMar in the offseason and seeing all the things that he's doing, man, like it's just good when great things happen to great people. With everything that has happened, he's took full advantage of it, and he's used the platform that he's had from the exposure from everything that has happened, and he's used that for good. And not just one time, but multiple times. He's been to the White House. He's talking to kids. Like he is taking full advantage of the opportunity that God has given him, and to see him get cleared to play football again. Because I know all of that stuff, even though it's great, but it really comes, for him, and I'm just speaking for him, it really comes secondary on going out there and living out your childhood dream. So to see him be able to do both and to see him, have the best of both worlds is super cool.
How much has it been a boost so far having him back this week?
It's been great. I still feel the same. When he walked in here for the first time, every time I see him, it feels the same way. Just to have now he's confident, he's joking around, and we hanging out, and we're talking about the fun times in the off season, man. Like every time I see him, man, it's just like this warm feeling that you get in your heart, man. That God is real and God is good, and he's continuing to bless DeMar and everybody. So it's super cool.
Pass rushing camp coming up in June.
Yep.
What are your expectations on Boogie, AJ, and Greg on taking that next league? What do you see?
Yeah, so I got the Pass Rush Summit June 10th in Las Vegas. Invited all the guys like I always do. Of course, I want to have my guys there. Greg, Boogie, AJ, and just to continue to develop. Greg is going on year 3. I know he looks like year 8, and he walks around, he works like he's a tenured veteran, but he's going on year 3. Boogie's going on year 3. So. It's just so many different things that you have to get through experience. Repetition is the father of learning. No matter Vaughn is telling you, this is how you do it, this is how you do it, this is how you do it, like this is how you get there. It takes repetition and time to be able to get there. So he had a great season last year, he had a great season, his rookie season, and I'm super excited to see what he does in year 3. He's continuing to get bigger, stronger, and faster. You could just tell his mentality is still the same. I tell him all the time, too, just because we didn't win the Super Bowl and do all the things that we wanted to do last year, it doesn't mean that we didn't do enough. That doesn't mean that we got to come in here and do more. We just got to figure out our perception about, how to get it done. It's just really about the way when that playoff games come, making that play or doing this or doing that. It's not, I don't think it's really go back to the drawing board and change everything that we doing and work harder and work more. In some situations that's what it takes, but for G, just keep doing what you're doing, keep focusing on your game, and good things are going to happen for him for sure.
Do you think that moving on to the playoffs that you guys just have to turn it up a notch, just learning from what went on last year? 14 games is
Yeah.
hard to do in this league, but playoffs is a different animal. So learning from that, do you feel that you guys just have to take it to another gear?
Football is crazy, man. I think you got to take some stuff from last year, but this is a totally different year. The Jets have gotten better, the Patriots have gotten better, the Miami Dolphins have gotten better. So we can't come into this season like trying to do the exact same thing. You got to always tweak it. Well, I'm fully confident in everything that we've been doing, man. I'm fully confident in his defensive line. We just got to keep pushing, man. We got a whole new season to come up. I'm excited about it, and yeah, we just got to take it one game at a time. We'll be all right.
Tana, as a defensive player and future GM, what do you think about the hip drop tackle and all the talk about it, and maybe
Yeah.
Like, how tough is that?
I'm all for making the game as safe as possible. You know, they pay a lot of guys. I know as a football player, like, all right, but when you look at it from another angle, like, I want to make the game as safe as possible so these guys can play as long as possible, and then you can make as much money as possible, and you can provide for your family, you know, as much as possible. So I know it might look, you know, weak that the league's getting soft, but I'm all about player safety, and you know, they pay all of these doctors and all these guys that's on these medical boards a lot of money to figure out the best ways to make the game to make the game safer. So, we got guys that watch this game and we got guys that love this game and they want to make the game safer. So, I'm all for making the game safe. Now, with that being said, you know, now we're taking out ways to tackle a guy. Now we can't fall on the quarterback. Now we can't grab him by the shoulder pads. We can't drag him down. But you got to continue to evolve with this game. I've been in the league 13 years, and every other year is some type of rule change that has happened. So you got to be able to evolve with the game and to keep playing. And you can't like say, oh man, I can't drop tackle no more. I don't know if I'll be able to play football again. You know, I don't think anybody would say that. You just got to figure a way to get it done. Appreciate you guys. Thank you.